about 175 meters or taller, works in a government unit or perhaps owns a company and has a good educational background, so there aren't many other requirements.
Nannan is 38 years old and works at a foreign company. She has long hair, big eyes, and a good personality. Because she had a brief heartbreak from a past relationship a few years ago, she gradually delayed her own marriage plans. Seeing her peers getting married and having children, Nannan started to feel anxious. Finally, one day, an opportunity came when she received a promotional call from a matchmaking center by chance.
It's 70,000 yuan and they introduce 6 people. You might succeed meeting 1 or 2.
The membership fee is 70,000 yuan, which is not a low price in Taiwan's matchmaking market. At first, Nannan was a bit hesitant, but then she thought that with such a high membership fee, the people she would meet must be outstanding. So, she gritted her teeth and scraped together the money. After paying the membership fee, Nannan eagerly waited for love to arrive. But who would have thought that the process would be somewhat bumpy?
What were the conditions and appearance of the first man you met? Oh, as far as I remember, the salary and job were okay. And then actually the first one, according to what they said, was okay.
When Nannan first met the male member, she was still dreaming of love's arrival, especially since the man's various conditions matched her ideal partner, thinking there would be further development. But then, things suddenly came to a screeching halt.
During the conversation, it was only about 3 or 4 days, and suddenly it felt unsuitable. I don't know why, it just became unsuitable, and suddenly there was no response.
Nannan said that after that she met 3 or 4 more people, but it only went as far as adding each other on WeChat, and they never met in real life. After more than 2 months, Nannan became less confident. She has a good image and a decent job, so why can't she succeed with even one?
70,000 yen for about 6 introductions, and they didn't explain, didn't give any reasons. If it doesn't work out, they would ask what the reason is, and if there's anything that can be done. I didn't expect it to be like a conveyor belt. If this one doesn't work, then the next one, and if that one doesn't work, then the next one.
Nannan reflected and thought. The matchmaker from the marriage agency initially told her that she could succeed in matchmaking after meeting 1 or 2 people. But now, a year has passed, and Nannan has met 8 or 9 people without success, and she still doesn't know why the other party didn't continue to develop a relationship with her. This is strange. Why hasn't even one worked out despite paying such a high membership fee? After calming down for a while, Nannan felt that something was off.
She felt a bit unwilling in her heart, just unwilling, and it felt like she had been deceived.
The reason Nannan paid the membership fee was because the agent promised that she would succeed in matchmaking and that she would meet high-quality individuals. But currently, Nannan feels that neither of these promises have been met, which is why she feels she has been deceived. Moreover, she paid a membership fee of 70,000 yuan, which she charged to her credit card, and she hasn't paid it off yet. The blow of unsuccessful matchmaking, combined with the anxiety of being chased for debt, has left Nannan feeling completely dispirited.
I even started to doubt if there's something wrong with me. I began to self-deny, even when looking in the mirror. I was depressed for a week, and it even affected my work.
Did the matchmaking company initially promise that she would definitely succeed in matchmaking, and that the men would be of high quality? Afterwards, we went with her to the matchmaking center, where she paid the money.
Are you members? Yes. Yes, okay. Face? Wait more, please. Hello, welcome.
The person speaking is the manager of the matchmaking center. Upon hearing that the other party is a member and has come to negotiate, he first found Nannan's original contract.
Her contract was for 70,000 yuan for 6 people. As far as I know, she might have met about 10 people.
The manager of the matchmaking center was surprised. The service period on Nannan's contract was 1 year, and it has already ended. Moreover, according to what is written in the contract, the membership fee of 70,000 yuan was for introducing 6 gentlemen. Nannan not only met the 6 gentlemen, but she even met 4 or 5 more people. Since, according to the matchmaking center manager, the number of people has increased, and Nannan still hasn't succeeded in finding a match. What about the situation where the salesperson initially told Nannan that she could succeed after meeting just 1 or 2 people?
However, throughout our entire communication process, we never guaranteed a 100% success rate. Our company has strict requirements on this. To guarantee success in finding a match, it costs money starting at 2,000 each time. Take a look at our terms and conditions.
Any promises or actions that induce or mislead members or non-members in their consumption decisions, including but not limited to guaranteeing marriage success or claiming a certain success rate, will result in a penalty. For each violation as described in this clause, a deduction of 500 yuan per instance will be made from the performance bonus of the violating staff, the team manager, and the director or senior director.
The mistake made by one person implicates the entire group.
It affects every level. That's why we don't want such things to happen.
Upon hearing the marriage agency manager's confident explanation, Nannan's friend immediately presented a recording of a previous phone conversation between Nannan and the salesperson.
For example, if I've met 5 people, let's say, and none of these 5 are suitable, who will you let me meet next? When we say 5, we don't meet all 5. Typically meeting 1 or 2, maybe 3 is about right.
In the recording, the salesperson's words were vague, but there was indeed an implication that it would be relatively easy to succeed in matchmaking. The manager of the marriage agency thought that the salesperson might not have been precise in their wording. Meanwhile, Nannan mentioned that she had repeatedly emphasized this issue with the salesperson before.
I asked, what if it doesn't work out? Will the money be refunded? Then he said, well, you can succeed after meeting 1 or 2 people. We guarantee it will work. It will succeed. He said it will succeed. Oh, so now it will succeed. So he held on to this hope and came to us.
For example, if, as you said, I was given the result, and after meeting 1 or 2 people, if it didn't work out, I might have already taken the risk, and now you're talking about this harm.
At that time, you joined the matchmaking service, saying that meeting 1 or 2 people would work. When I introduced you to the first, second, or even third person and it didn't work out, you should have come to me then. Exactly!
The manager of the matchmaking center said that if Nannan had come to him for a refund at that time, he might have dealt with the issue. But why is Nannan only bringing it up now? Moreover, he believes there are other reasons why Nannan's matchmaking attempts were unsuccessful.
He expects the other party to be 2.
Earning more than 300,000. Why did I pay 70,000? First, I wanted to improve my current living conditions. There's no problem with that, right? Yes. Secondly, I also wanted to meet, let's say, outstanding gentlemen.
That he's a... We have boys with such conditions, but everyone's requirements are not the same. We meet your stated conditions, but sometimes meeting in person requires a feeling. We really can't handle this distribution. The manager of the warm center thinks their salespeople are still having...
This indeed has issues during the sales return, but in the end, it didn't. Situation the success of matchmaking is with Nannan Parai.
So, is this your principle of love? Yes, naturally, most girls know. I feel it's like this. Whether she likes it or not, whether she can appreciate it, we can sense it. Our marriage, our love, and the things we want are all things we need to worry about ourselves. That's how it is. If this person is someone I really like, I can go for it. The problem is, I don't have that many years of thought. You mean you don't really appreciate the other person either? Actually, it's about investigation. There is a difference between boys and girls. When a boy sees a girl for the first time, he can roughly tell if he likes her or not. A girl needs to meet the boy 3 to 4 times to decide if she likes him. From our professional data analysis, this type of boy is already over 35 years old. Boys over 35 naturally have less strong hormones because you need to know that before 35, boys are proactive because only hormones are at play. After 35, hormones decline, and at this time, we need a girl to attract them initially. When a boy is more superior than you, wanting him to take the initiative is actually very difficult. This is something we have always talked about theoretically, but there aren't many corresponding things to help you.
Why do you need 70,000 yen? First, I just want to improve my current living conditions. There's no problem with that, right? Right. Secondly, I also want to meet, that is to say, to meet excellent gentlemen. Men earning...
He can match you with a man who meets your requirements. I can only provide you with people, but I can't ensure that you will walk down the path of marriage. The contract clearly states how many people you can meet and how it can work out. If it doesn't work out now, then he has to bear the corresponding costs. First of all, impulsive spending, as I just mentioned. Secondly, if you can't discern what the other person is saying, then it's your own issue with recognition, so you need to take responsibility for your own problem.
Nannan feels that during her interactions with male members, there are areas where she needs to change, but she believes that the male members introduced by the matchmaking center have issues themselves.
Actually, there are now 5 ways to verify whether these men are really their decoys or not.
If these members are fake, then from a business perspective, why would we pay salaries to such people?
Nannan feels that the reason she has had so many unsuccessful blind dates might be because the matchmaking center is deliberately using up the number of dates in her contract. The introduced blind date partners might not even be genuinely interested in dating, and some male members even have issues with their basic information.
You think guys can't have issues too? The one doing odd jobs from our county, one from our county. He claimed to have started a company, but later it was found out what his job really was, with an income that was inconsistent.
Nannan said that the salesperson introduced this member whose conditions in various aspects were not what she initially requested, and were even conditions she found unacceptable. This made Nannan even more convinced that she was deceived by the matchmaking center. Nannan is 38 years old. Last year, she paid a membership fee of 70,000 yen at the matchmaking center, and the contract stated that she would meet 6 men who met her requirements. Nannan felt that the actual information about these men was inconsistent, but the manager of the matchmaking center explained that such things could definitely not happen at their place.
You only get a bonus if you fall in love, so there's no need to worry about the number of people. That's why we want to arrange more people for you, so you can have a result. The teacher originally didn't have any intention to harm you, right? The teacher only had one thing in mind, which was to earn money from your relationship. The reason why the teachers are willing to keep introducing people to you is because of this. This is the teacher's original motivation.
But this is the thing that Nannan finds most unacceptable. This makes Nannan feel that there's no integrity left in the matchmaking center. How can she trust such a service?
Some of the things you said at the time made her feel like, hey, can I really succeed? You gave her a beautiful vision. So she felt like she could trust you. But during this process of trust, some disagreements may have arisen, leading to this unfortunate outcome. Although your company's rules and growth system are very clear, we hope you can make improvements for individual cases.
In response to our suggestions, the manager of the matchmaking center also stated that they will strengthen training for their employees in this area. Nannan also mentioned that she will adjust her mindset and make careful choices moving forward. However, at present, she no longer trusts the matchmaking center and feels that the membership fee did not meet her expectations, so she hopes to get a refund.
He told me to refund. We said, it's not that I won't let you refund, but if you haven't accepted the service yet you've enjoyed everything, how can I refund you? If it was brought up during the service, I wouldn't be conflicted.
The manager of the matchmaking center feels that they cannot accept Nannan's request, especially since the contract has already ended and they have provided services to Nannan for a year.
Because she signed, and it's not just about the number of people. The contract also included emotional courses and image services, all of which she has received.
The manager explained that their membership fee is 70,000 yuan, but this amount is not just for the number of matchmaking opportunities. It also includes corresponding dating courses, such as psychological counseling and styling classes, which are aimed at helping members better present themselves, along with some dating skills. These courses are all online, with a total of 20 lessons, and Nannan has completed them all.
The psychological counseling course teaches you how to date, right? And the styling classes. Have you heard of this course? I listened to it. It's the kind where they make you download an app and there are just a few video lessons, I guess. Oh, and the styling class keeps encouraging you to buy more memberships. And then basically it's just thousands or tens of thousands constantly selling you these things to make you spend money.
Nannan admits that she did complete the courses provided by the marriage agency, and she is willing to deduct the cost of the courses she attended.
Exactly, just deduct 30% of the service fee. So for 70,000 yuan, 30% is just over 20,000 yuan, which means I think it should be 50,000 yuan.
Considering that Nannan ultimately did not successfully find a partner, and there were some issues in the communication process with the marriage agency, the manager stated that a partial refund of the membership fee could be given. After applying, the manager finally provided this response.
We have communicated on our side, and there are some things we are indeed in charge of.